Recording has begun.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Shahzad Hussain and I live at 20 Primary Way, Bradford in Undercliff. And today it's been 158 days that my brother's been unlawfully kidnapped from my care and is being held hostage by the state and the local authorities without any further input from me, without any further information to me. I mean, 158 days you would expect them to at least be open and transparent and let me know where he is. But none of that. They're just simply like psychologically torturing me. So 158 days later, he was taken on the 8th of August 2023, and today is the 13th, Saturday the 13th of January 2024. And in the meantime, what they're doing is they're doing the same thing that they did to me in 2021, which is basically using the laws and the judges and the courts in order to encircle me, entrap me, and then commit an act of villainy against me. I mean, this is all such a repeated pattern of behaviour. It had taken them 2 years since I think February, March 2019 until February 2021 to basically encircle my mother and try to grab her and try to force their way through there. Eventually they got a High Court justice to kick us out of the house at the height of the pandemic and took over the care home that I was operating, namely here, and then subsequently were killed her off a year later by January 2022. So it's coming to be the second year anniversary of my mother's death. And in the meantime, the 2 years they've taken further to put us into a situation now where they've kidnapped my brother, won't tell me where he is, won't tell me anything about his condition. I'm his nearest relative, next of kin, carer, guardian, protector, and everything. They just basically just come and taken him. The state has come and taken him simply because I told them that I'm charging £1 million for providing him in a care home that I'm running here at this property. And so subsequently, they've been working with the housing association and the judges and the courts and everybody else to basically, vilify and smear me and victimize me and my brother further, and everybody's involved. I've gone over this so many times. It's very cold outside today, so I don't know how long I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this a very short recording because there's really nothing to really say. Look, they've got the judges on board, they've got the courts on board, the police are involved, the West Yorkshire Police has been commissioned, the judges Wilcox has been made a district judge for the specific purpose of a quid pro quo arrangement to allow for the local authority to railroad this thing through. She's been very nervous about being put into this position, so she's recruited. She's got District Judge Mitchell to help her out, where previously District Judge Foster and District Judge Hickingbottom had been involved. This is 2 years later. We're coming to be like on the 7th of February, will be in the 6th of February will be the anniversary of. It will be the anniversary of me and my brother's arrival home here, and yes, just been 2 years of torture. In my brother's case, it's been further 2 years of torture prior in my mother's case, and then prior to that, it's just been always just torture upon torture ever since I was released back home from my unlawful incarceration in July 2017, where attempts have been made to murder my mother several times. The several attempts were being made, and ultimately they wanted to front my siblings to end her life. When that all failed, then they had to end her life themselves. And similarly, now they're going to end my brother's life in a similar manner. It's just very exhausting, year upon year, decade upon decade. Now it's been 2.5 decades that this has been happening to me personally since the year 2000. So 23 years that I've been at the helms of the family in order to bring about a resolution where the local authority have just simply disregarded everything I've done and railroaded through. But this goes back to another decade, to the 90s, when the local authority, the late 80s, early 90s, when the local authority got involved. Then we go back further a year to the 1983, when my older brother Nazim first became known to the services. So from 83, 93, 2003, 2013, it's been 40 years, 93, 2003, 13. Yeah, it's been 40 years of pain and suffering and misery that this family suffered from at the direct hands of the local authorities who are getting paid and commissioned to look after the weak and the vulnerable and the elderly and the disabled. And what they really do is they steal money from them. They extort the labour out of the family in order to achieve their objectives, and then subsequently murder and kill them off, as they've done in my family. And I'm just really sick of it. It's cold outside. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm going to just make short today. I'm still alive. I'm not dead. I'm still fighting the good fight, and we'll see what happens next. Allah Hafiz.